The internet's latest sensation is a multifaceted AI called ChatGPT, which stands for Chat Generative Pre-trained Transformer. ChatGPT is an AI program created by a company named OpenAI, which is an artificial intelligence research laboratory that specializes in the research and development of the allegedly, and I quote, friendly AI with the goal of using this information for the benefit of humanity. Well, we'll see about that. And here's the breakdown. Hey, how's it going? Celine Gallus here with Rebel News. Now, folks, I've tied my findings for today's breakdown to the so-called green energy reset that the ruling elites would have you believe is beneficial, but would really have you give up many of the beneficial and I dare say basic necessities that you're used to in your life, like heating your house or driving a vehicle that runs on fossil fuels. Now, and in order to uphold their dystopian version of what they would have our society look like, today's video will be all about AI and a few ways that artificial intelligence will impact society in our near future. Starting with ChatGPT, which is currently one of the world's most powerful language processing AI models to date, if not the most. Now, the most popular feature is its highly capable chatbot, which, to try and simplify this chatbot's incredible ability to mimic human language, I've personally seen examples of this AI's ability to write poems and satire. Its capabilities are seemingly endless, with ChatGPT being able to take on even more sophisticated and complex topics, from things like quantum mechanics to writing long, detailed-oriented essays, regardless of the challenging prompts that you give it. Now, in essence, this AI breaks down and digests whatever you give it and answers it at an inhuman rate. But it's not all sunshine and rainbows. According to Renewable Energy magazine, in an article that provides the reader with the supposed top 5 ways that AI is improving energy capabilities, sitting at number 2 reads, reduce energy waste. Now here, take a look at this. The article then proceeds to list all the top ways that AI has the potential to automate so-called smart grids, which are said to replace our current energy grids in the near future if certain green initiatives brought forward by the WEF are met. So naturally, if I can conceptualize how AI can potentially be beneficial, then surely there must be a downside, right? We'll start with how our environment is affected by the heinous energy demands these machines take to be able to run. A study from 2019 produced by the College of Information and Computer Sciences Department from the University of Massachusetts revealed that in order to just train this one AI, namely a deep learning and natural language processing AI, or NLP for short, produces around 300,000 kilograms of CO2. And to break that down further, that's a carbon footprint equal to 5 times the lifetime emissions produced from a single average American car. That's massive. Another crazy example would be that those emissions roughly translate to the equivalent of, get this, 125 round-trip flights from New York City in the United States to Beijing, China. But it doesn't stop there. In a previous video I did where I provided a breakdown as to why Switzerland would be putting a ban on electric vehicles this winter in order to reasonably sustain their electricity grids, I gave reference to the many ways manufacturing metals and materials like cobalt and lithium, which are used to construct batteries for electrical vehicles, all demand the use of equipment like vehicles and high-powered tools, to name a few, that all run on fossil fuels. So from the very beginning stages of mining to the end stages of transporting these goods, fossil fuels are an integral part of this process. And the same goes for the large data infrastructures that need to be built first to run these high-powered AI machines. This again entails the mining and transportation of materials, which again all require fossil fuels in order to be completed. Naturally, this isn't the first time OpenAI has successfully developed a program that would take over the internet in a storm. Another AI success is DALL-E. Similar to the other popular AI-run image-generating app called Lensa, which you may have seen recently in a trend that has taken over the internet with gorgeous but sometimes creepy AI-generated art, the Lensa app takes normal pictures supplied by you, of you or anyone of your choosing, and turns them into AI-generated works of art. And this is done by using Prisma's AI, which has learned its various forms of painting and art techniques from real-life artists. Some of these artists have even claimed this to be a form of theft, since it does take a human many years of mastery to produce what this AI does in seconds. Now, that might not sound all bothersome to most people. To give a little bit of a background, Prisma Labs, which is the Russian-built and owned parent company founded in 2016 by Alexei Moisenkov and a team of Russian developers, are very good at what they do. Now, just a little food for thought, folks. I was curious myself, so I took a sneak peek at Prisma's terms and conditions. Lensa and Company owns the right to your facial metric and any digital artwork made from you by choosing to use this seemingly innocent, fun, and innovative filter over your real-life selfies. If information is power, folks, then surely the information you give up is power over you. Who knew the impending Terminator takedown would start with replicating art and the mimicry of human language arts? For Rebel News, this was Celine Gallus. If you agree the globalists' unethical shift towards obtaining their so-called green energy reset by banning fossil fuels and replacing humans with AI is unneeded, unwanted, and unacceptable, then please go to nogreenreset.com and sign our petition there.